Anyway, so Gareth Edwards, Mahershala Ali, and Scarlett Johansson come out to talk about Jurassic World. What's it called again? Rebirth.
They were pretty funny.
First of all, they were really funny. And you know what? I am convinced now that Mahershala Ali watches the John Campea Show. Because when Gareth Edwards goes, when you get to work with an Academy Award winner like Mahershala Ali, and then you just hear really low voice whisper into his microphone, Mahershala Ali go, 2-time. And they're like, what? 2-time Academy Award winner. So it's like,
and Scarlett Johansson, and she's like, and
Scarlett Johansson's won, and they're like, no, you haven't won an Academy Award? They were really, because listen, even when they bring out great people, 80% of the times the shtick doesn't really go over on stage. It's just fun to see the actors. But that one was funny. Now, of course, when Mahershala Ali came out, you heard a lone voice yelling out in the theater, "Blade!" It was Ray. Like literally, you just heard this one voice yelling in the theater, "Blade!"
By the way, he's tall.
He's a tall dude.
And I'll tell you, when he walked out on stage, I mean, that guy, he's so dapper and distinguished.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I really want to see that motherfucker kill vampires.
You could never sense cool.
Damn.
You could never sense cool, but with him, if there was a feeling or something, he had it.
Plus, it's just like the way he speaks. Like
I love it.
I like watching his mouth just enunciate words. He's got this great face. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's great.
But ScarJo she's always wonderful in person. And so she just was so natural. Like
and she's like, bubbly. I'm trying to get in one of these movies since I was a kid.
Yeah. She goes, I've literally been calling them whenever, she said for like 15 years, whenever we heard there was a new Jurassic movie, I would always call and say, I'm available. And so
and Gareth Edwards goes, yeah, but you're too expensive.
He's too expensive.
It was awesome.
He was really like trolling her like the whole time. I wonder if that was written or off the cuff. It was just, but it was hilarious, and none of it was serious.
Oh yeah, none of it came off as mean. It was all done in fun.
It was just funny how he kept just.
And Mahershala Ali's like, yeah, man, you've directed a Star Wars movie, you've directed a Godzilla movie. I guess it's time you direct a Jurassic Park movie. It was pretty cool.
That was a flex. That was cool.
That was a
he
big
flexed
flex.
for his own director. I love that.
So that they were wonderful, but the big thing was they played a new promotional piece for Jurassic World. Now, I thought the last one was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm not going to lie and say that I've been super excited for a new Jurassic World movie, but the first trailer was pretty good. This thing they showed us tonight.
Oh my god!
Which I mean, it wasn't a standard trailer because it was longer than that.
It was like 4 minutes. Plus.
Yeah, 4+ minutes long. And if we've been waiting for the thing that would get us excited, because I haven't been excited about Jurassic World yet. We've been waiting for the thing that will get us excited. I think I speak for everybody in the room. This was the thing that made us excited. This new thing they showed us looked, actually, it looked like I think Scarlett Johansson mentioned it, and when they showed us the piece, it was true. They've brought horror back to Jurassic World. They've brought the horror back, and you really get a sense of that. Not undercutting some good fun humor as well, but I mean, there are some straight up terrifying moments.
Well, I loved in the beginning, it looked like they had some contagion escape from a biolab, like it was a disease.
Open the door.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, it shuts and you see behind him, and they cut away from when the true gore would hit the screen, but it was awesome. I'm like, okay, I'm in.
By the way, before I forget, you just reminded me of something. One of the things Gareth Edwards said, him and Mahershala Ali during their presentation, was like, in our movie, you actually see the monsters. It's not that you hear monster and you look over your shoulder and it's disappeared, or you hear the monster and you look over your other shoulder and it's stuck behind the bushes. This isn't a streaming movie. He says, remember that?
That got a massive pop.
That got a huge pop. I think it was Mahershala the one that says, yeah, it's not a streaming movie. This is so anyway, so you said that and it reminded me of the joke they made. Anyway, what did you think about the?
Well, I agree. What they're bringing the horror back to
it,
which makes me question bringing my young children to it because they love watching dinosaurs on YouTube.
Look, dude,
but you'll have to see it first.
There's a sequence where it reminded me of the original sequence from Jurassic Park where the T-Rex is chasing down the Jeep and they're trying to get away, and they're in an inflatable canoe boat and they're paddling through a river and there's a T-Rex sinking into the river trying to get after them.
That was awesome.
It was so awesome.
You know, but Let me just tell you,
Yes.
kids love watching people eaten by dinosaurs.
Oh, I'm aware. I might be a bad parent.
They like
but
that,
yeah.
and they like watching apes on horseback with rifles killing fools. It's just a truism in life.
And what's the one thing this movie might be missing, just to make it perfect?
Ninjas.
Yeah.
Ninjas. That's the last thing they need to make it
But
perfect.
there might be.
Well, you never know. They left the door open. Then ninjas could ride in.
The
It's-
ninjas could be showing up.
I just never caught on to the fact that I just heard it today that they're going to an island where I guess the worst mutation.
Well, it's the island from Jurassic World,
Right.
from Jurassic Park 2.
but they've kept all these species there.
No, I think it's a different island. It was the first island where they started experiment. It's
Right,
'cause
which is the
there's
island they
Isla Sorna, which is Jurassic Park 2.
Not Isla Nuba.
and Isla Nublar is the where the park was.
Right.
So
but
this
I
was
thought they said this was Isla, like the one from
No, I
Jurassic
think
Park
this
2.
was an island we didn't know existed yet.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's,
Then
they did
I
all
might
the
have
genetic
misunderstood that.
experimentations that like
Right.
didn't work because they showed somebody we haven't seen before.
Yeah, location.
That one bit. You
Oh
guys know,
my
the
God.
Holy moly dinosaur.
I was like, yeah.
The location aside, it's just the fact that we're gonna see
But it might
certain
be.
dinosaurs that we haven't been introduced to.
But they
like-
do that. See, that's the thing, though. I feel like they've done that with every Jurassic
Yeah,
World.
there's always
Every
one
Jurassic-
big
oh,
baddie.
now's the new mega dinosaur, but now it's the new mega dinosaur.
It's the island of Dr. Moreau dinosaurs.
And they don't often, they just come across as, okay, I get it. This is the new, better than the T-Rex dinosaur. This one is nightmare fuel.
Yeah, totally.
Like this one
dude.
is like pure nightmare fuel. It's like the Darth Maul of Jurassic Park dinosaur.
And such a small team they're putting on that island.
You know what? I tell you,
Team.
what, there's gonna be a bigger. There has to be a bigger team, and there will be a bigger team because you need more humans getting killed.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to put cannon fodder out there.
And that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm kind of getting tired of being in this isolated place. I think I want them to eventually bring it back to the city, the
But
big
they've done
city.
that before.
But oh yeah, they did. But I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know.
So that was the Jurassic World Rebirth thing. Again, I don't know if the movie's going to be crap or not. I mean, it might be crap, but we're just saying that the presentation they showed us today actually finally moved the needle for me, and it's kind of made me a little bit excited for it. So,
I have to say, same with me. I was like, I didn't care. I love Jurassic Park movies. There's been 6 of them. They're all kind of the same. Nothing is better than the first 2. But this,
this looks like it has potential.
Great potential.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
a lot
looks
of
like it's going
potential.
to bring the blood.
I hope Mahershala Ali lives through this thing.
Oh, I bet you he won't. I think probably like everybody you saw on that screen is going to die except for maybe ScarJo.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Unless they've got him to a multi-film contract, they might want him for the next one.